Let us pray. Grant, we pray, O Lord, that as we give you thanks in this saving mystery for the crops harvested from the earth, we may, through the same mystery working within us, be worthy to receive still greater blessings. Christ our Lord. Amen. Let us be grateful and thankful you prayed up a storm. And I hope basically enough of the crops are in so that we're not going to be able to do so in a tugboat and reap the rest of the produce of the earth. But thank you so much. Thank you. Obviously, I think this is like the second or third year in a row we had monsoons during the Rural Life Day Mass. So obviously we prayed for rain. I don't want to say be careful what you pray for, because so here it is, and just be careful out there because it may be a little slick. So because especially. So be careful. Does anybody have anything else to say? Okay. Okay. Afterward, okay. The Lord be with you. And with your spirit. Now for the blessing. May God, the source of every good, bless you and give success to your work, so that you may receive the joy of his gifts and praise his name now and forever. Amen. And may the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit descend upon you, your families, your friends, the work that you do, now and forevermore. Amen. Go in peace, glorifying the Lord by your life. Thanks be to God. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our defense against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, grace of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all evil spirits who prowl about the world seeking to ruin souls. Amen.
Please be seated.
Good morning, and again, welcome to our annual Rural Life Day put on by the diocese. Thank the bishop for coming. Again, Bishop Callahan, always nice to see you here. Let's start just one quick aside here and preach a sermon. I don't think I'm quite qualified, but my name is Bob Holsold, and I'm the farm director on WAXX Radio, and I do farm news on Channel 13, Eau Claire. And I am on the Rural Life Committee for the diocese. But as I was listening to the messages today, the readings, it struck me how modern and how powerful our readings still are over the history of our church. If you were listening to the reading, the first reading, one of the passages was, "And the Lord poured down the rain." Unless you've been under a rock the last 3 days, that reading really hit home for me. But again, welcome to the bishop for being here, and the clergy that's all present. This is one of the best outings, I guess we could say, as far far as the priest, we appreciate you taking your time from your busy schedules to be here. It's, My home parish is Sacred Heart St. Patrick's in Eau Claire. We do have on the Rural Life Committee a representative from every one of the deaneries in the La Crosse Diocese. And while I don't know the names of all the priests that are here, it is nice to see Father Wolf, because he used to come to our parish and substitute. And it's always nice to get his story. He's right here at home from this part of the country. I think he's got 8 or 9 siblings. Grew up on the farm, Father? 13. A baker's dozen. So, and they let him get off the farm to serve the Lord, so we thank them for that. The choir, of course, and they're not finished yet, who helped with the Mass, the others who helped with the Mass. Also, the Ortner family. I know we saw 4 up here, but I know there's a lot more, and I'm not going to try and introduce it. But everybody that's a member of the Ortner family, please stand up. Wave. Thank you. I can see the whole is that one. 3 months. Wow. Great. And the KCs who helped with the honor guard back there. They're not coming up. So much, not only from St. Joachim, but also the other parishes in the deanery. Let's give them a hand for taking this on. Of course, the Bishop Paul Henston so eloquently, Rural Life, the farmers who brought in the crops, the livestock, the machinery to be blessed today. Thank you for that as well. And also those who prepared the dinner, donated door prize, brought food for the food pantry. Thank you for coming. And we want to thank our students. You must have got your reservations in late because you don't have chairs. But again, thanks to everybody who comes. Someone once said it takes a village to put on an event like this, and to thank the Lord that we can be here together to do this. Also, as I said, I'm on the Rural Life Committee. We have someone from every deanery in the diocese, and I'd like everybody that's on that committee with me to please stand up. I'm going to say this because I haven't seen it. Do we have any retired members of the committee? I know Phil Heim was on the committee for years. He's just up the road at Stratford. I didn't see Phil here, but do we have any retired members or those that said I got enough? We got over the committee. But anyway, we thank everybody who's been part of this. And again, every deanery has a member of this committee. Now, some of the things that the committee does more than just puts on the Rural Life Day. There are more things that we get involved in. And I want to bring up a couple of gentlemen right now who are going to tell us more about that. Dan Kitzhauer, who is our liaison, I guess, with the bishop, and Dick Hauser, who is the chairman of our committee, to talk about the collection today, where that is going to go, and how that's going to help people not only around here, but in other parts of the world. So Dick Hauser, come on up here. So Dick and Dan, they're the ramrods of this committee. They get an awful lot done. So thank you guys, and we'll let them explain what's going on.
You know, Bob, it never crossed my mind you're a radio personality, but Dick and Dan, doesn't it sound like a show that should be on the radio? Yeah. So I'm going to speak to Project Milk, and as Bob had pointed out, that was the place designated for the collection at Mass. There is a display in the back with pamphlets where you can get more information, but if you didn't notice, in the worship aid, there, about the last page or second to last, is information about it. So a quick little overview, because I think it's one of the great stories of our rural diocese, going all the way back to Bishop Frecking, who donated the first $10 towards the purchase of powdered milk, with the idea that this can be mutually beneficial. We can create a demand in our dairy state for the product that we produce so well and supply it to a place that doesn't have much, and that is at Casa Hogar, the diocese orphanage just outside of Lima, Peru. And so we, on not quite an annual basis, but close to it, try to send down a shipment, a full 40,000 pound container, 40 foot, like a semi-trailer, full of powdered milk. And it doesn't just go to the orphans at Casa Hogar, but they, in turn, share it with other orphanages and agencies in the area that work out somewhat of a barter system, and in some cases, simply as a free gift to share the wealth, so to speak. And having been down there to see it, it's a real treat. If you haven't, I encourage you to do so. If you're unable, support people who are. And if you're not able to do either of those, donate towards Project Milk, because it will go a long way. Again, I said that we're looking at like almost a 1 year, cycle, and it is totally dependent on individual contributions. The one group that hasn't been honored, that it has been probably the largest sole contributor towards Project Milk, are the ladies, the PCCW groups around the diocese have been very generous at supplying that amount, again, about $40,000 a year, all coming from individual contributions. So that is, other than the Rural Life Day celebration that we're part of, one of the other large aspects of the Rural Life Committee. I also will speak on behalf of Jim Ennis. He is the National Catholic Rural Life President, who in the past, I will just say for those of you that haven't been to a previous Rural Life Day in the Diocese of La Crosse, and this isn't trying to blow smoke, but he has been very affirming, saying that what he experiences in our diocese is one of the best in the country. And so with what Bishop said about what the Ortner family provided us today, I think those of you that are here today are experiencing a real treat and celebration of rural life. So probably the simplest thing for me to do is to direct you to Catholic Rural Life as the website. And they have some wonderful resources. And one of the areas that we're particularly emphasizing and developing right now is working with seminarians and priests at a better understanding of the dynamics of rural life. Because more and more, even somebody like Father Shalley who grew up on a farm, to understand the farm economy now, I'm sure he'd be the first to admit that he doesn't. And that's not that he isn't care. So National Catholic Rural Life is doing a lot of good in the area of rural life. Check that out and donate to Project Milk. And now Dick will talk about Project Seed.
Thank you. Another one of the projects of the Rural Life Committee is Project Seed. It was started back in the early 80s, and that was the last time that we saw really low milk prices and felt that there were a lot of struggling farmers that needed some kind of help. One of the things that always seems to happen is the larger farmers have certain bargaining power, but the smaller farmers didn't. And so we as a committee thought that this would be a way to help them get a better chance to stay in business. The project started using surplus seed so that we could have a cheaper price. But we have progressed now to the point where we have virtually top quality seed, both in the corn and in the grass seeds. We keep them at reasonable prices. We have cut back on the number of locations because we just didn't have quite enough participation in some places. But just remember that this project is open to all. It doesn't even have to be Catholic. Any of your friends, neighbors that could use the help, you certainly should invite them to help us. And if you know someone, please take that upon yourself. I would at this time like to ask Jim Pingle to stand up. Jim has helped us with this project for quite a few years, and we want to recognize his help in that.
Thank you, gentlemen. got some recognition, so let's get at that because, again, we're gonna have some lunch, some of the bounty of the land, as the bishop said. Strangers and Guests Award. Each of the dioceses recognizes from the deanery hosting Rural Life Day an outstanding farm family with the Strangers and Guests Award. The name of this award is taken from Leviticus chapter 25. When the Lord says to Jewish people, the land belongs to me, and to me you are only strangers and guests. Criteria by which the family is chosen include both farm and faith. Strangers and Guests Award, and Dan handed me this, and just to go back in history a little bit, 2006, our host families, the Ortners, received this. 2012, Father Sedlacek's family received this up in Cornell. We had the day there. Father Sedlacek at that time was a seminarian. I think you had him stuffed over in Rome studying at that time. But he's back. So Father Sedlacek is here. Congratulations. And he'll be very involved next year. And we'll talk about next year's event later on. But again, the award, our Strangers and Guests Award this year, is being presented to the Warren and Jennifer Brockman family. And the Brockman family is, get my right notes here, they own and operate Hemlock Trails Cranberry Company. The marsh was established in 1947 by Warren's grandfather. Purchasing it in 2001, the scenic acres have become their family's livelihood and home to their 7 children. In being good stewards of their land, the family values the resources it provides. Teaching their children to appreciate God's creation is one of the basic lessons that you can see transcend throughout their homeschooled family. As age appropriate, the children participate in the family business, especially during the busy time of harvest, which is right around the corner. We're getting to cranberry harvest time, one of the most beautiful harvests you'll see of any crop. Warren is on the town board as well as part of the Wisconsin State Cranberry Growers Association Farm Bureau, a visible figure and a voice in the area where he lives and that runs his business. Jennifer is the primary teacher of their children and as a blogger shares their story, A Country Life, on YouTube. Active members of Sacred Heart have them involved in the youth groups, CCD, and Ultra Ministers. They also participate in 4-H BMX racing and are advocates for children with Down syndrome. Warren and Jennifer encourage others to embrace God's plan and to be faithful stewards of His gifts. They understand the value of their Catholic faith and through their commitment to faith and family are an excellent example to others. We're honored to give today, and you don't win this award, you earn this award, and that's, I hate that word win when people are given awards like this because if they don't win it, they earn it from the example they have set, not only with their family, but on the land in the community. And so again, we congratulate Warren and Jennifer Brockman and their family, Strangers and Guests Award recipients this year. If you'd like to come up, please, and we'll get everybody that's here that wants to get a picture with His Excellency, please come forward. And I will say that for all our honorees or recognizees, whatever you want to say today, while we might not have everybody's name, if you do have your whole family or whatever, and you'd like to have your pictures with the bishop, please come forward.
just need to make a couple of corrections. We're actually members of St. Alexander's Parish in Port Edwards, and Jennifer and I co-own the operation in our name. And I just want to thank everyone that made this possible, Paul and Wendy Sturgis for nominating us, and I want to thank my family, and especially my wife Jennifer. She's my rock, she's my best friend.
And I always have something to say. Let me just say that I stand up in front of our church lecturing, and I can easily rattle off the names from the Old Testament without my heart skipping a beat. But standing up here and receiving this is really, really quite an honor. Boy, I'm just a little bit emotional about it. Looking out there, there's so many hardworking and faithful rural and farm families out there, and it's just an honor to be chosen as just one of those families up here. And so we appreciate, again, being nominated for this, and then even furthermore, it was so humbling to find out that we were chosen to receive the award. So thank you so much, and it's very heartwarming to be a part of a diocese that values and recognizes all of farm families. So thank you so much.
Warren, have you had to irrigate the logs? When do you expect the harvest will start? Alright. The sun comes out and you're taking a drive. You folks around here know it, but you've never seen a more beautiful harvest than the red berries, the blue sky, and as the trees start to turn color. That's God's creation, and I tell you, you can't beat that. So congratulations, the Friend of Rural Life Award. And this is someone that may not be an active farmer, but is very much involved in agriculture. And I was honored to receive this the same year the Sedlacek family was recognized up in Cornell, and it's a cherished item for me, believe me. With fewer and fewer people involved actually in production and agriculture, as farmers, we want to recognize the significant contributions to rural life of those people involved in agribusiness, but those that may not actually be farmers. A Friend of Rural Life allows us to recognize key individuals who are so vitally important, not just because of their agricultural service, but because of the example they live of embracing the fullness of the truth of the Catholic Church. And the award this year is being given to Paul Sturgis. Paul, along with his wife Wendy, 1 second, I'll let you clap all you want. Paul, along with his wife Wendy, had 4 children, Christy, Aiden, and Ethan, Adam, fiancée Jenna Sangan, Miranda Sturgis, and Rebecca. They'll be blessed to be part of the Catholic Church family and strive to exemplify its spirit. They belong to St. John's Catholic Church in Marshfield. At least that's the information I've got. I hope it's right. Through his work as an agronomy field manager, Paul assists the farmers in decisions that will make the most of his planning, as well as the farmers' resources. In an era when farming practices are sometimes frowned upon, Paul aids his farmers in being great stewards of the land. With the implementation of nutrient management plans and comprehensive nutrient management plans, farmers have been placed in a business category. As much time on their computers as they are behind the wheel of a tractor, believe me. Paul's able to see these farms for what they are, a family farm that has had to grow in order to offer a livelihood for that extended family. The family farm remains at the center while being able to grow and provide job opportunities for their children and grandchildren. As we look out here, the Ortner family is a good example of that. How many generations? Now, along with Paul's work sustaining agriculture, Paul and his wife Wendy participate in the Married Love Retreat for engaged couples. As a member and past president of the Wisconsin Association of Professional Agricultural Consultants, has allowed him to actively advocate for the farming community in the ever-evolving role of agriculture in politics. He is treasurer of the Wood County Market Sale, has been a member of the board of Fox Valley Technical College's Agriculture Department, a Pittsfield School Board member, and Little League Baseball coach. He's encouraged and guiding his children in participation in 4-H and FFA, showing livestock at the Central Wisconsin State Fair, as well as the Wisconsin State Fair in West Allis. Being raised Lutheran, Paul went through the RCIA right away. Stay right there, Paul. This is going pretty well today. I've emceed these programs before and getting pictures taken like herding cats. But Paul, you're welcome to the mic.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bishop Callahan. I'd like to thank Joe and Marcy for nominating me for this humbling award, and also the Real Life Committee. I'd also like to thank Wendy, like Bob had said. You know, I was raised Lutheran. We started our family, and as our oldest daughter, Christine, was getting close to going into being First Communion, I felt kind of that desire, that need, that I should probably go through the RCIA program. So Wendy and I could work together raising our 4 kids in the Catholic faith. So I have to really thank Wendy for bringing me to the Catholic faith. And I'd just like to say, I think the great radio broadcaster and orator Paul Harvey said, I think he got it right when he said, on the 8th day, God is over your farm. So thank you, everybody. Thank you all who farm, and have a safe harvest.
Thank you, Paul and Wendy. Congratulations, and keep up the good work with our farmers and with your faith. Now, Century Farm recognition, and we have 6, I believe, here. We'll get to those. I was doing a little legwork before, so I've got some pretty big numbers for you. Century Farms, of course, is just that. Recognized farms in the La Crosse Deanery, an area who have maintained active ownership of the same family for 100 years or more. We're going to have Bishop Callahan again present these certificates as I call the families up. And again, while I don't necessarily have the names of all the family members that may be here, if there are family members that want to come up along with the names that I do call out, have a picture taken with the bishop, you're more than welcome to do that. He charges 25 cents a head, so be careful how many you bring up. All right, let's start off with a family farm that has been in the family for 106 years. Dennis Beschlick, his brother Paul and wife Sue Beschlick. If we could get the Beschlicks to come up. And Paul was telling me that he thanks Dennis for being able, oops, we got another one of you guys, is Beschlick, get down there. There we go. But Dennis, the guy here on my right, with the GI haircut, there's a reason for that. He spent many years in the military, 2 tours in Vietnam, retired as a lieutenant colonel out of the Army, and has been back here on the farm. Paul said without Dennis, he never would have been able to purchase the family farm and keep it in the Beschlick family, where it's been for 106 years. Dennis, would you like to say a couple words, quick?
Just a little bit, my brother was talking about the reason that the Beschlick family came here, and many other families in this area, was from the priest, Father Willitzer, who wrote letters back to our grandparents and great-great-grandparents and other ones in Iowa, and convinced them that Wood County was not that much farther north, and it looked just like Iowa. So he, I didn't say he fibbed, but he kind of stretched the truth a little bit, but the land was cheap. That's why they came up here. But that's what brought us all up here, so glad he did. And again, thank you all very much. And I just want to thank the Ortner families for all the work that I know you had to go through to do this. This is not easy. Thank you.
And again, Dennis, thank you for your service to the country. Elizabeth, we got other veterans. Stand up. Veterans. Stand up. Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard. Let's give the Schillers a nice hand. 104 years. They didn't tell me who the third young lady is. Debbie. Is she a Schiller or is she a hired man? But again, 104 years for the Schiller family.
Thank you for everything. Our mother, Jean Liebenstein Schiller, was born and raised on our farm. Her parents bought our farm in 1915. And in 2015, we had a celebration, and it was a good time. Thank you for hosting this.
Just rookies in this Century Farm deal. Ralph and Carrie Tritz, but 100 years. Ralph and Carrie, please come on up. And any other family members, come on up and get the picture. Oh, here we go. And wake them up. Climb aboard. Get everybody in there. Why don't you little guys kneel down in front of the bishop? Then we get everybody in. There we go. There we go. Thank you, the Tritz family. Now we're going to get into some bigger numbers. Harvey and Beverly Wagner, 122 years. Family farmers in that family.
I especially appreciate getting this award. I was born on the farm in 1938, and I started purchasing the land from my father, my mother and dad, in 1965. And it's a large irrigated farm, and we presently farm about 3,500 acres. And I especially would like to thank the Otter family for what they've done today.
Now we're getting into some real big numbers. The Han